Dude,
Foop, dude. Camel toe foop.
Dude, so my music teacher, the one time she had like a hanging, almost like an awning of a fupa that would kind of like just come. She would wear like tight pants too, which was really weird. But the one, dude, I'll never forget this, dude. We were in music class. She bent over to pick up like an instrument, and her fupa, no lie, you know, I can have witnesses attest to this. Her fupa, like, just kind of like traveled downwards down to her, like, so she bent over, so we're like checking that ass out from behind.
Yeah.
Her fupa like melted down and formed what looked like a dong in her spandex, and the whole class was like, like I thought she had a dong, honestly. When I was like a kid, I was like, oh my god, the music teacher has a fucking dong. Turns out now that I know about fupas, I'm like, no, her fupa just fucking traveled downwards by gravity.
Just morphed.
Bent space and time, became a fucking dong. And we were just like, oh my god, she has a fucking dong.
Oh, man.
That was like the most insane fupa stuff I've ever seen.
Fat lady teachers can develop sick fupas.
Oh, yeah,
There's a couple in my high school.
Yeah, they a lot of lady teachers can definitely fatten
there
up
was
pretty
one
hard.
lady that worked that was like, everybody liked her because she was like sweet, I guess, to other, but she was a fucking cunt to me.
Really?
Yeah, but she was like fucking retarded. Like the way she would talk to me was like, she'd be like, bad boy, you're being a bad boy. Like, oh, I don't like that.
How old
You're
was she?
being bad. I don't know.
Dude, I like genuinely.
She was old.
I genuinely used to try to fuck my one teacher. I'd be like, "You're so hot." She'd be like, "Get out of my class. I'm giving you demerit." I said,
Damn.
Shamelessly, dude. Oh my god, Mrs. Grande, dude, she was so fucking hot. I would go in her
pull it
class.
off?
Huh?
You ever get
She
it?
denied me every single time. I just watched Bill Bellamy, How to Be a Player, and I was like, "Oh, dude, I just gotta go talk my fucking game to her." And I'd be like, "Oh, Mrs. Grande, I think you're hot." And I'd like run away to the fucking my other class, like, "Oh my god, oh my god."
She probably honestly was like,
She was genuinely very annoyed by me. I remember her. I remember
really?
like sensing like genuine disgust when I'd be like, "Oh, I think you're hot, Miss Grant." I was like this little chubby kid with braces, like, "Hey, what's up? So like, we gonna hang out or what?" Oh, and just like run away. Then I'd like walk by and turn the ceiling fans off in her classroom from outside. Like, oh. I'm pretty sure she hated me.
yeah, that's a sick move though.
Oh, dude,
Just walk in the classroom, like turn off the lights, or
the ceiling fan thing was out in the hallway, like way down. I would just be like, everyone's getting hot.
We had one lady that was crazy that we would just walk because there's a door in the back and a door in the front of every classroom. You'd just walk through. Like if you were walking down the hall, you would cut in,
Walk through her class. Oh my god!
And then we did a thing where you could see how many laps you could do while she was teaching.
What would she do? She just
At first, she was just oblivious.
Some teachers,
you could get like 20 laps.
You can tell when teachers lack the authority to like, dude, I watch it right now in school that I'm in. Like there's one guy who like can't make people be quiet, and I'm just like, dude, I go right to grade school mode. I'm like, hit the fucking lights, dude.
Yeah,
turn the lights out. That always
quiet
worked. When everyone was fucking acting up, I'm like, hit the fucking lights.
turn the lights off.
So always in my grade school, there was just like a
Undertaker.
light switch with like 7 lights on it. Just fucking hit them all down.
Undertaker time.
Yeah, dude.
He could pop up anywhere. If you turn those lights out, he's behind you.
For sure.
Ready for
That
a
would get
tombstone.
people. That would get people fucking. Dude, I used to, and when I was in 5th grade, I had this period where I would like lay on the floor. Did I ever talk about this? When I would spend as much time as possible. So we had like a dumb teacher in 5th grade, and I would put a pencil case on the floor and just lay there and be like, dude, I'm fucking laying on the floor right now. And I would spend like 30 minutes at a clip just laying on the floor. And then I started doing a thing where I'd crawl around the class while she was teaching. Dude, it was so fucking fun. It was like a secret mission. I was so fucking bored in school that I remember being
That's
like,
awesome.
I would crawl to like my cousin's desk and like pull his pant leg and be like, yo, what's up, dude? I'm fucking down here. And, like crawl back over to my boy Bert and be like, yo, what's up, fucking Bert? What are you doing, dude? And they would be like, oh, what's Matt doing? Dude, it was I had so much fucking
I would
fun.
always tell. My friend Matt would tell on people too. Like if you like fucked with him at all, he'd be like, he would scream. Oh my god, what is happening?
He's trying to brush his teeth.
That's our audio guy.
I know.
Continuing, even if he's not fucking up the audio now, he goes to another room and throws up.
What were you saying? Your boy Matt would tell
No,
you?
if you like fucked with him at all, he would like scream.
Oh
He'd be
my
like,
god.
Shane, stop!
That's such a sick move.
It is hilarious.
Was he doing it on purpose to get
Yeah.
you guys in trouble? That's
Yeah.
so fucking
He would
tight.
act like he was offended.
That's so fucking funny.
It is funny that you can tell when a teacher's dumb. Like even as a
Yeah.
kid, you can be like, "Oh, this person's dumb.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I
man.
can do whatever I want."
Dude, we had a full coup on our 8th grade teacher. People just like, even like people's parents stopped being like, I remember like my friend would get in trouble and they're like, well, that lady's a fucking idiot. So they're like, whatever.
Yeah.
It was so fucking funny.
There was one lady, we had a lady in 7th grade. This is when, in 7th grade at my middle school, they separated the math classes between A and B.
Don't tell me about that, bro. That still fucked me up.
I got sent to minors.
Dumb math, bro. I was
Sent down
just
to
talking about
minors.
that the other day.
Getting sent to dumb math was such a harsh reality.
Dude, they did that to us. Yeah, I think math. They did reading earlier, and I remember knowing that I was not in the dumb reading class.
Yeah.
It was like, I forget that I was in like Houston McMillan. I forget they would use different textbooks for like different levels. I got pretty high up in reading. I was stoked, and then the math came in. I'm like, clearly I'm going to advanced math, and I got into dumb math, and I was like, fuck.
Yeah, 7th grade I got sent to dumb math, and it was right when I had transferred schools. So like every day, every single day, I'd be like, "Excuse me, I think there was a mistake. I just transferred from Yardale, where I maintained a 4.0 grade point average. I should be in the dumb class." And she's like, "This isn't the dumb class." I'm like, "This is the dumb class."
Yeah, I was like genuinely upset because my cousin walked out. My cousin got selected for advanced math, and he like walked out, and was like, "Oh," and I was just like, "You motherfucker, dude." And then I was in dumb math at the bottom of the barrel in dumb math. There was a girl. I just would like literally just try to hand my test in as fast as that was like my trick. I'm like, I'm not going to get him on the quality of this test, but
speed.
By God, this is going to be a fast one. And I used to try to take math tests as fast as I could, and I would get it all wrong. There was one girl in particular, like I have to finish before her.
You got to beat her.
She was definitely like,
she was the leader of the dumb class.
I mean, she was like, they needed another class of her. She was like, she was having a tough back in Catholic school.
But she was finishing as fast as possible too.
No, she was taking her sweet old time. She would like.
Oh, okay.
She was.
So you were just
she
like,
was. I think she was like.
lady.
She was like. She could have got a doctor's note in terms of being dumb. They could have been like. They could have hit her with a Forrest Gump. Like your boy, your girl.
Yeah.
She's dumb. She should have been in like a special school.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
That was the worst, like when people would hand in their test and you were like, "I'm on the fucking first page, dude. What are you doing?"
That's when I became a speed demon.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, this is the game we're playing. I see what's going on here. Yeah, or like what would happen to it? I would just like take forever and see her like on question 9. I'm like, I'm not getting, because she was like retarded. So I'm like, dude, like that was a serious blow to the ego. That was like my competition in math. I'm like, yeah, dude. At least I beat her.
One time we were like, all right, everybody at this time start coughing. So whenever the clock hit that, everyone in the class would start coughing.
Why?
Just to fuck with this lady.
That's so fucking funny.
Like, doing that. Everyone at the same time. And then she was like, well, I don't know who put this together, but I'm just going to assume. She just named me and my friends.
I would love to see how I could do again. So it's pretty crazy. When you're a teacher, you're dealing with a very unruly mob. I would love to see how hard I could quell like a bunch of fucking asshole kids just rising up against me.
You just have to smash
I feel like they wouldn't, though.
Nowadays, it must be tough.
Yeah,
if you smash a kid, you're getting in trouble.
Dude, I had a priest hit my head into a blackboard one time.
That's awesome.
He just walked by and went, shoved me into it. So I was talking shit.
What were you saying?
I think I talked about this before. I was talking about giving his niece was going to the school dance with like, he was like going to go, and I was like, I'm going to give her ecstasy, Father Bill. And he's like, okay. 2 minutes later, walked by and went, pop, and hit my head. I was like, dong. I was like, oh, fuck. That's actually pretty funny.
Good for him.
It's tight that I was like, I'm gonna give your niece ecstasy. I was like a sophomore. That was like my best thing I could come up with.
Still pretty good.
Because everyone
drug your niece.
Because everyone was like, yeah, your niece is coming. Oh, okay. I'm gonna see her at the dance floor, and I was just like, I think I can raise.
I'm gonna roofie her.
I could raise the stakes on this one.
I'm gonna rape your niece. Hey, father.
Hey, father. But yeah, that was.
Dude, what was the guy? You told me the story before. It's so funny. You had a fucking priest that told everyone he was on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
Father Muckluck, dude.
Tell me this story.
I've never talked Muckluck on here.
I think you might have. I don't care. I want to hear it
Bro,
again because this is so
Father
funny.
Muckluck was an insane priest. This dude was like, he used to literally, he was from the streets of Philadelphia. That's what he always say. From the streets of Philadelphia, boys. This guy was fucking nuts.
Boys. Imagine talking to boys.
Dude.
Being like, listen, boys. Let me tell you something.
Boys. And dude, he gave a speech every class, and he'd be like, don't think that I'm not aware of what's going on out here. I'm from the streets of Philadelphia, boys. he would like move his arm, and a pipe would slide out, and he'd be like, I got tricks up my sleeve, and slide the pipe back in. Dude, this guy was fucking nuts.
Wow.
He was just some like old crazy like Spanish guy from Kensington or wherever he was from, and he became an oblate of St. Francis de Sales, dude. Dude,
That's so sick. His journey is awesome, dude.
Every
In
day,
the streets.
dude. Every day before
Now he carries a pipe in his
he
sleeve
carries a fucking copper pipe
just to brag to kids.
just to let kids know
Just be
he's
like,
from
yo,
the
I can
fucking
fucking beat the
streets.
shit out of somebody.
Basically, he's like, don't think. He was like, don't think I'm sweet, because every class we started out with, he loved the Virgin Mary. This guy was like, every class we'd say our prayer, and he'd be like, what color flowers are we gonna offer up to the Virgin Mary? Dude, we was Spanish class, and then one guy would be like, negro. He stopped, because everyone would be like, I just love it. Everyone's hand would be like, azul, father, and he'd be like, yes, good flowers. So William McMillan would go, negro. He'd go, no, boys.
No,
Negro is
boys.
the absence of color. Like, isn't white the absence of color? And he'd be like, he would just give you a look. If you stumped on anything, he'd go, what color are we gonna offer, boy? Dude, this guy was the fucking man. So then, like, you could also give like little. Like,
I mean, dude,
you could offer up the flower.
finding out that black is negro in Spanish. Whew.
Oh,
I mean,
dude.
what a big day.
Well, he was like satanic, like offering black flowers to
Yeah.
the Virgin Mary.
Oh, I thought you were just trying to say.
No, he wasn't just saying negro. He was trying to be like satanic. That was the thing. Like, before you go into his classroom, you draw a pentagram on the chalkboard and sit down, and he would come in and be like, "Boys," dude, he would freak the. It was
He's
so
afraid of the devil.
Yeah, dude, he witnessed exorcisms. He said he was there, dude. This guy would tell us the most fucked up shit. And then the one time,
Man, it's funny. I thought that kid was being racist.
No. He was we were just being satanic.
Well, I
We were being ironically satanic.
vividly remember being in class when I found out.
And you were just like, oh.
I was like, damn, that's their word for it?
Yeah,
Like, looking at
dude.
my boys like, yo, you see, look at the colors.
They're like,
oh, shit.
oh my god. Yeah, dude, that was what the fuck else? So my cousin had him before me, and he would go in after you do like the flower colors for the Virgin Mary. You could pray for people in your family. So me and him had a Cold War where we like were saying like horrible shit about each other.
Yeah.
I told you about this.
Yeah,
He
that's hilarious.
Told me I was in a fucking gang. Yeah.
Oh, so your cousin was like, pray for my cousin Matt. He's in a gang.
Well, I was like, Father, I'd like to pray for my cousin. He's smoking cigarettes after school. One dude raised his hand. He was like, pray for my grandfather. Father, he died in a chainsaw accident. He'd be like, oh, that's yes. We'll say some. Dude, it was so fucking fun. This guy was out of his mind. But then he tried to say he was on Sports Illustrated. Someone looked it up, and we're like, yeah, dude, we have that year here. You're not on it. And he was like, I am too on it. And they're like, nah, you're not, dude.
Why did he say he was on it?
He was
For
he
what?
was an Olympic rower. He told us he was a rower. So he was like basically a crew. He was like, boys, I was an Olympic rower. I went to college. I was in the Olympics. And they're like, what year were you in the Olympics? And he was like, blah blah blah. He's like, I was on the covers. But he just lied. He lied to a bunch of kids. He was senile. They used to put us with senile priests. And there was like gay priests and senile priests, and that was pretty much.
Senile priests are the shit. They're the best dudes.
We had a guy who used to
They're
fall asleep.
fucking
He used to
whacked.
fall asleep during class. He would be teaching, like sit down, and just be like. It was so fucking funny. That's such a bad model.
We had a guy that was like just a stoner. You could tell, like he was just an old stoner.
Stoner priest?
No, this guy wasn't a priest. He was just
Sure.
an old hippie, and we would just fuck around every class. It was like reading, where you would take turns reading, and whenever it got to my
Popcorn.
friend, I sat behind him and I would just fuck with him the whole time, try to make him laugh the whole time. It was
so
like grab
fucking
his
funny.
tickle him and shit. And one time I was tickling him, and the dude just spazzed. He just freaked the
teacher?
fuck out. Yeah, he had a wiffle ball bat that he always carried around.
What?
And he just started fucking wailing his desk as hard as he could. And he was like, would you take one thing fucking seriously? It was like, holy shit. Yeah, he was cool his entire
Damn.
career. Then spazzed on Joey Weaver.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, we had a good amount of like autistic dudes who were teachers too.
This guy was, yeah.
There was two guys who
We were like, oh, he's a stoner. He's autistic. Or he's a fucking hippie. I think he was just
dude,
an old autist.
They passed a lot of we had two guys, two autists. They were both the typing teachers. They like were in charge of all the technology, which at like a Catholic school, like we had like a typing class.
Yeah.
And like information, some bullshit. I forget what it was.
Yeah, there's like brown keyboards, like
Yeah,
just
dude.
faded.
But it was
from...
Mr. Horn and Mr. McGee, and they were both about like 5'3". There's these stout little dudes with like bowl cuts, dude. There was one guy was bald, the other guy had a bowl cut, and like I took the one
So
class
sick.
with Mr. Horn, and dude, it would just be like the guy would be talking, and, like every 5 minutes, someone would go Horn. I learned like pretty much next to nothing. In high school.
Dude, yelling
yell-
someone with a funny last name. There was a big dog. This girl.
Yeah.
And we would scream her last name.
Oh my
She
god.
was a fucking thick bull. She was like huge.
Yeah.
Like she was
Big
like
baby?
strong, dude. She
Damn.
looks like the fucking lady in Matilda.
The headmaster.
Yeah, and she was wearing like a Catholic school outfit.
It's hot.
So she was wearing like it looked like a kilt because it was like past her knees. She was like 6'2".
Damn.
She was a beast, but her last name we'd be like Gruber. One time she was like running for president. She was running for class president, and Weaver.
Oh, she was. Wait, you went to a boy-girl school?
Yeah.
I didn't have girls in my school. I went to all boys.
She was running for president.
I was a teacher.
And Weaver was in the back. The same kid who got in trouble. He yelled Gruber during the assembly. She was giving a speech. You just hear some kid in the back go, Gruber! He got like suspended.